Hello guys, Art-Teeves here. This is the second part of my Stylized Robot Postman texturing tutorial. In this video, I'll cover the process of texturing robot in Substance Painter. I start the whole process by baking the model. I put the highest amount of rays on all tabs, disable ID section and set subsampling to 4x4. My texel density was initially set to 16. I create the folder for main color and give my robot some kind of default metal background layer that will only be visible as some scratches and parts where paint is damaged. Next I create some paint layers and give them some scratches smart masks. Don't you worry about color at this stage, as it can be set properly later on. You can also utilize this method when you are texturing different color schemes for same model. Remember to play around with Mask Editor a little bit to set up some of its parameters. In my case, I mostly edit some edge settings. I copy the paint layer, change its mask settings and give it a different color to highlight edges. You can apply different grunges to the same layer by applying them to folders that contain these layers. I then create another paint layer and apply grunge rust fine mask to it. Once again, never mind the color to the very end. Then I repeat the same process with the dust layer. You may want to create several dust layers with varying colors and opacity, but I thought that one was enough for this robot. After I'm done with these settings, I add a black mask layer to the whole folder and polygon fill all parts of the robot that shall be painted this way. Iframes are made of steel-painted scraped dirty preset material. The eyes themselves are made from multiple layers of plastic dusty that have varying color and roughness. We paint eyeballs by using the combination of black mask and polygon fill tool. You can obviously use a paint layer for such purposes. I copy the folder that contains our main color, alter it a little bit, make it darker to highlight the difference and apply it to head frames, ears, chin and mailbox lock. For teeth and rusted joints I prefer to use steel-painted worn material. Make sure to go for dull and dim colors, because they are much easier to use than bright ones, and you won't ruin your model with bad color selection. I repeat the same process for other rusty parts of the model. I also use preset rubber dry material for leg joints. Make sure that you make it look dusty and old enough to match the overall style of our robot. I highlight all cavities by using a darker material with high roughness. Next I create a paint layer, change all of its blending options to pass through, and use the clone stamp tool to get rid of all seams. You can alter brush flow to get an even better quality of seam masking. I cut out the whole masking process because it's quite long and boring. For envelope I use different paint layers with crumple and concrete old grunge masks. I also highlight its edges slightly. Next I create a different color version of our main paint. I apply a black mask to it and also a paint layer, and use a Paint Among Paths tool to unmask some decorative stripes. Remember to switch these decorative elements to corner setting. Now I create another layer of steel-painted worn material, make it look rusty and old, give it a negative height value, mask it, apply a paint layer to the mask and paint some details for our robot's hands. Thanks for watching guys! If you got any value from this video, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more stylist content, and most importantly, have a great day!